Yes, sir.
I do have a question though for you guys. So I recently was been on my timeline. If any know the soccer player Michael Owen, he went on a podcast and talked about how like he basically said like the game like back then was more filled with like true like soccer players, like true like ballers, like they weren't like as like athletic or as like quick or as strong maybe, but like technically like these guys are like they're basically what the game like what they stand for, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like and he's saying like, oh, like in today's game it's more so on like athleticism.
Yeah.
How strong you are, like how much can you run, how fast can you run, and they're saying like, if you're like barely an athlete, like if you're like basically you can be like barely a soccer player but still like survive in today's game.
Yeah.
And I think even Tom Brady said something similar to like similar to those things, I don't know, maybe like a month ago or a couple
He's
weeks
in
ago,
that mix.
About the NFL.
about the NFL and like the coaching. So I wanted to ask you guys, like, what do you guys think? Obviously, we're more of like the newer generation, so I think we have a little bit more skewed opinion. But I mean, obviously, I have my opinion on it. But I wanted to know, like, what do you guys think of it?
The only thing that I see differently is the types of goals scored.
Okay.
Yeah.
From
I was gonna say that.
because if on the Premier League Instagram they put out like it was like 20 years ago or something like that. It was the goals of the month nominees for November, like 20 years ago, aside compared to this year. And it was, Marky, you can probably attest to this. It was that same week where it was, I think it was Alan Shearer's like volley from volley from like 30 yards out or something like that, or right at the top of the box. It was that same month. There were like any goals scored in that calendar year from like the Throwback Thursday post or whatever it was. They are significantly more impressive to watch than the goals of the month scored
of this
year.
of like this modern
Yes.
time. Okay. So would you say that's like due because like they were more talented back then? Or are you just saying like we're not like the players of this generation aren't as talented?
It's the system. It's the system that everyone plays in right now.
So you're blaming like
I'm not blaming
Okay.
the system. I am blaming the system.
No,
but I'm
because-
saying like how the game has changed. Like you're right, the game has changed, and because of that, everyone's passing the ball into the goal. Like obviously you're still gonna have crackers here and there, but before our time, like there's like goals upon goals of like insane quality.
Insane quality. Okay. So would you say the true quality of like the player has gone down like over like as the years have gone by?
Yeah.
Would you guys agree with that? Like, and I'm not even just like because I didn't want to just restrict it to just like soccer. Like if we look at like sports from like the 90s, like even you could even argue like the early 2000s, like it's not the same like play you see in today's modern game. But it's like, all right, is it better or is it worse? Because they're not like, because maybe back then they weren't as like athletic, but they were but they were truly like just raw with their game. Like they were like, I don't know. I mean, I don't know about
a lot more time focused with
Yes.
the ball instead of without the ball.
And like also now like technology has evolved like so much.
training.
Like, so like for like lifting and
So much
like
more
everything's like
research.
Everyone's
they
more
track
athletic.
like everything and they have stats for
everything.
basically everything.
So I have a soccer question. So my question is, do you feel like they're taking shots more from in the box or outside the box? Do you think people have like expanded their range outside the box, or most of the time when y'all see shots being attempted, it's inside the box?
Inside.
Inside the box.
I face more shots inside the box more than I face them outside.
Everyone's scared to shoot outside the 18.
Yeah.
Because it's a game where take the better shot instead of taking more shots and just possess the ball more.
Yeah.
And just try to wear them out and like just try to pass.
Because you don't want to waste a good quality chance.
Yeah.
Like if you have your open space and you take a touch and hit it, you sail it over the bar, but then there's two open passes you could have made at that point. Then
And that could have led to something.
you could have led to something completely different.
And like, so I also bring up like I mean, Chris kind of dived into it, like systems. Like I think like like in soccer when you watch like Man City play, that's a system. Like everyone has like a job, right? But we're not necessarily letting them like let the creative juices flow like entirely unless we're in like the final third. And I don't know if that's the same thing in other sports too, where it's like systems kind of kill like the individual quality of a player, or letting one player stand out because like if this individual like kind of doesn't go for the system, he can't play. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I don't know if like would you guys say like systems in the game, like I don't want to say they're more effective because they are more effective. I mean, we see it in modern day sport, but do you guys think it's better, or would you kind of rather see like that like raw talent kind of like just speak for itself? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, I mean, I think raw talent does speak for itself, even under a system. Like, you can give the ball to your winger, tell him to take people on one-on-one. You'll know if he can take people one-on-one if he gets by every time. His success rate and the rate that he fails at, you know, that's what makes top players so good. They don't mess up.
but like, so I agree with that. But like, let's take for example, like let's take Neymar, right? Like Neymar, arguably one of the most creative players of our generation. You put him in like in today's Man City, does he thrive the same way?
Nah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. Like these you put like these creative players in these like systematic like in these systematic like in these systematic teams, and you don't see that like individual quality that like that you kind of saw back in the day with different sport.
Now, there's another soccer question. Do you feel like it's coaching that's doing that? Like or okay, so if one team has a system, is that the system that they stick with, that they've always stuck with? Or is it like, okay, when they get a new coach, it's a new system?
I mean, look, like, so let's look at like the Eagles. Like, they got the tush push. That's part of their system. Is it working? Yes. Has it failed? So you know what I'm saying. It's not like don't fix what's not broken. So I think that's what like it is. I don't think like so many people are gonna if it's working and you winning. I'm not gonna switch it up.
And like, and like, there's some managers where like, you know what their team's gonna look like. Like, dude, any Pep team, you know what they're gonna look like.
Yeah.
But like a David Moyes team, like, you know they're gonna sit behind the ball.
Yeah.
Pounce on their chance and try to get a counterattack. And like, and the reason why I think it's like that is because, dude, when you're a manager of a Premier League team, like they're relegation, like, dude, like, that club's not gonna just stick with you till the end of the year and just ride you out. Like, dude, like, you gotta show results, like, immediately. Because out of like the Premier League, like, and like out of soccer, like compared to NFL and like American sports, like, dude, the coach's success rate is so like, dude, like most of them are out of there in like 2 years.
Yeah.
And all that.
It's true.
And some might accept the job and start the season and then they're gone in like 2 months. Because like they're not getting results.
I'll say an exception is Arteta because they so on the FA Cup in right after the Unai Emery days, and then it was Banter Club era, and then people were calling for his head during that time,
and then
he stayed, and then past 2-3 years he's been what you wanted a Premier League manager to do. It's also about trusting the process.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, he's been how long at Arsenal now? Let's see.
Since 2018.
I think he got there in 2020, I think. Because him and Ancelotti came in at the same time.
Emery was 18.
Yeah, like, dude, like if the NFL had relegation, like, dude, Bill Belichick would have been fired, like, week 6 of the season.
That's what frustrates me. I feel like American sports are already like entertaining enough, but could you imagine like any of like these like American league, like the NBA, the NFL, of like regular like you know what I'm saying, like
they would never do it though.
But this is what, I feel like that's what the NBA is trying to become now. Because look, I ain't gonna lie, you ain't hear it from me, but they watching Europe basketball. Like they seeing how Europe is, like how entertaining Europe basketball is, and they see how the system works. Because it's like overseas they've been doing like in-season tournaments. Like they even do it in college. Like you go to different tournaments while you're in the season.
How do you feel about that?
With the in-season tournament?
Yeah.
I mean, they making money regardless. Like I'm just the guy sitting here watching Bron.
But do you think it's good for basketball? Do you think it's bad for basketball? Like
I think the more basketball being played and the more that the star players are out there to show the kids, yo, you want to be like me. You want to come to the game. You want to come see me play. I'm gonna play. I feel like that's one thing that has changed from the past couple years of basketball to now. Is like, look, they putting the limitations on. Like, look, you're not getting paid $80 million. You sitting out half the year now. Mm-hmm. Like now, you gotta play a minimum 45 games. Like,
and like it definitely motivated some players because like the winning prize for each member on the team, like you got $500K each, and most players on that team, and most players on the team, like that's like almost like worth more than like their like half like of their contract. Yeah. That's almost worth more. And like and maybe like a player like kind of like Bron, like it might push Bron to be like, oh, I want to win my teammates money, and like that, like it might push Bron to be like that. Like it helps the team, like culture. Like
now is it bad though that they're playing more game? Like so off rip, I think they already play like a crazy amount of games. Like
they aren't playing more games though.
They're not.
They're not. The only more game I think was the actual. I think the only more games was the semifinal and the final.
Okay.
Championship.
That's not.
So
I didn't know.
So the Lakers and Pacers only played 2 more games
than everyone
I
else.
think, and I don't think that counts towards it, right?
Okay.
That's not.
That's weird.
You thought the in-season tournament was a completely different thing. I did too. I had no idea.
I thought it was like I'm thinking it's like the FA Cup. Like, you know,
yeah, right.
You know what I'm saying?
Domestic cups.
Yeah, like I thought it was like that. Like, never mind.
Hey man, you got any more questions?
I'm gonna say shout out LeBron James, man.
Yeah.
Are you a LeBron or MJ guy?
I'm a Kobe guy.
Kobe?
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the Larrys from West Philly.
I'm gonna say he's a.
That's where he used to get his cheesesteaks from, bro.
Yeah.
Right next to St. Joe's.
He's a Lower Marion boy.
That's what I'm saying. I can't, bro. He's from down the block over there. You know, I gotta It's I don't know. Sometimes when people be saying stories about Kobe, it's like he was a Philly nigga, man. like what do you want him to do? Like he like a Philly boy, like.
I mean, and just like the way like you hear him like talk about like his work rate, like it almost seems like unreal, bro. Like I don't think like any modern athlete is like working the way he worked. Like it doesn't even seem like when he's talking about like when he's getting up for practice, like how many times a day he's doing it, like that doesn't even seem real to me, bro. Like how are you doing that? Like so I think like even just like even today's I couldn't see nobody like moving like that. You know what I'm saying? Like the closest thing I can see to that is like Cristiano Ronaldo. But even that, like I don't think Ronaldo's even moving like that. Like
because I sometimes get chills when I see like other people like talk about his work ethic.
yes, bro. Like you knew he wasn't a cap when like other people are like praising him like the way like he was talking like, and it's like dang, like
it's called speaking it into existence. And once you get to that point of like, oh, I'm at the top. And like what most people forget is like once you get to the top, you gotta learn how to stay at the top. Mm-hmm. Don't nobody want to fall there. You feel me?
Mm-hmm. But like also another thing is that like I felt like before Kobe died, but like do you guys remember like there was always a thing like how like Kobe and Shaq really didn't like each other after they're falling out and like that. But dude, like now hearing Shaq talk about like, I mean I guess Shaq like. What do you say? Like that was true, but like, but look, Shaq talks about it. Like Shaq's like he's one of the greatest teammates I ever had in my life. He pushed me.
For real, but he did. Look, they got 3 championships together, and they really could have got 7. All because of ego, man. Money and ego is what destroys.
you never know until you have it, man. Like
for real. Alright, so I'm about to ask y'all some questions, some would you rather questions. I was thinking about this the other day. I forget who I was with, but I was thinking about this. So what show you picking? Friends or Full House?
Full House.
Full House.
Yeah.
Okay. Full House or The Office?
we're going Friends.
Friends.
Office.
I Favorites and
Office.
Friends.
Wait. Friends and who?
Office.
Oh, Friends.
Yeah, Friends.
Friends.
Really?
I don't. Bro,
Yeah.
I think The Office is so like bad.
I'm not really into The Office either. I'm not.
I think my sister loves The Office, and I
Yeah.
think The Office is awful.
It depends on the setting, and it depends on the episode.
It's
True,
opinion,
that's true,
it's
that's
opinion,
true,
but yeah, I can agree with that because there are like certain episodes that are like.
What was
alright.
it like? The first like 7 seasons of The Office were fine, and then it just was like mid
Oh,
after that.
bro.
Or?
Well, yeah, once Steve Carell left,
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like
Yeah.
after he's gone, I really don't think that counts for The Office if he's not in it.
facts. But I mean, Jason Sudeikis? I think
Yeah.
I'm gonna get my actors correct, but once he took over as like the manager of The Office, it wasn't even bad. It just Jason Sudeikis wasn't Steve Carell.
Yeah.
So it's kind of hard to beat him.
Facts. Grew
Yeah.
like this. Y'all ever think about some of the people that are in TV shows and what movies they've been in? You'd be like, yo, that's crazy. Like they definitely rich for real.
Yeah.
Yeah, the voice actor like Chris Pratt, man. He's voice acting everything. He's voice acting everything.
Yeah.
And he's,
Mario was wicked.
Bro, and the one thing about Chris Pratt, well, if you guys ever watched Parks and Rec, but dude,
Yes.
and that's a very underrated show. But like Chris Pratt, like his character was just like a funny, like dorky, like human being. But dude, like, and then I see him like in like Guardians of the Galaxy and like other movies, and I'm like, dude, I can't take this guy serious right now.
Yeah.
Like dude, like that's like putting like Will Ferrell into like a very serious role, and you're like no, like dude, like this is Buddy the Elf, this is Step Brothers, Will
or it's like
Ferrell,
putting Tom Hanks in a comedy. Like you don't see Tom Hanks in a
Yeah.
non-serious movie.
True. But Tom Hanks. Well, was Forrest Gump like considered a serious movie though? Because Forrest Gump W movie for sure.
I
Yeah.
don't think it's a serious movie. There's a lot of serious things that happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he just Jenny.
Well, there's like the comedy aspects of it, but I feel like the movie itself, like it's a great movie, but it's not. I wouldn't characterize it as a comedy.
What? Forrest Gump?
Yeah, I don't think it's a
No,
comedy.
no. But what? So what do you do? What do you characterize it as? Like, because it's not a serious movie, but it's not a comedy either. But there are like serious things in this
I
movie.
characterize it as a piece of art.
Facts.
Fact. No,
Is it like a heartwarming movie though? Like
Yeah, yeah.
Like it's kind of made you feel good at the
Feel-good
end,
movie.
like, feel-good movie.
is that a thing?
Yeah, I think it is.
Probably is it.
Have you ever seen like Good Will Hunting? Like
Oh,
that's
yeah.
like the ultimate
Yeah, we
like,
put
feel
you
good
on.
movie. Yeah.
What was that rating again? Was it what?
Like a 4.
All right, Revenant.
Yo, when y'all were in high school, did y'all read the book Bright Lights Big City? Yo. First of all, y'all could read the book, but watch the movie. It got Michael J. Fox in it. That joke was hot. Yeah, it's kind of crazy, but it's like, yo,
What do you rate it?
8 out of 10. Book is definitely 8.5, 9 out of 10. But movie is like 7.5, 8. Feel me?
Yeah. All right. Yeah. What's the other
Well, more.
questions?
Well, I was gonna ask, have y'all ever seen like? Okay, I'm about to just name off the movies.
The would you rather ones? What were you saying?
Because I was just thinking. Okay, well, are Step Brothers or Happy Gilmore?
Happy Gilmore.
Is it bad that I can see
Happy
any of
Gilmore.
those?
No, I mean it's not bad, but both W movies.
Both
I
good
can't
movies,
lie.
yeah. Both good ones.
All right, what else? Because it's going to change. I'm gonna ask you, have y'all seen these like movies?
Yeah, Happy Gilmore.
Okay. Lil Nicky, or I'm trying to figure out what's in that rum of Lil Nicky. Lil Nicky.
Who the fuck's Lil Nicky?
What is Lil Nicky?
You ever seen Lil Nicky?
No, you seen it?
It's an Adam Sandler movie.
Oh, wait a minute. I might have seen
Yeah, I've
this.
seen
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Let me see.
I don't know if I
Adam
might have
Sandler.
seen that. I don't know.
This one. He's like the fucking.
Yo, it's literally like the stupidest movie ever.
Bruh, I think that's how like to me
Adam
that's like
Sandler
Ted.
movies.
Like that's how, like Ted is probably one of the dumbest movies ever, but I think it's one of my goats. Ted, like.
Ted really got so many quotables.
I watched Ted, like, I feel like I watched it at the perfect time, like, when I was, like, in my, like, I don't know, like, when it first came out, it just came out at the right time, because I found everything in that movie, like, absolutely hilarious. Like, it was hilarious in the moment, like, I don't know, like, it's not even that funny anymore, but it's like, dang, in that moment, I was like, this is the greatest, like, piece of cinema ever put together.
They don't even make movies like that anymore. Like, they don't make movies where they actually, like, try.
Like Pulp Fiction.
Yo, I was just
Pulp Fiction. Reservoir Dogs.
Yo, okay, all right. I'm saying
The
Pulp
first
Fiction.
one, the first one of the masterpiece.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say, look, they're both masterpieces.
Yeah.
But I'm saying Pulp Fiction.
Pulp Fiction.
Because look,
It's
Pulp
fun to
Fiction
watch.
is a story that's written in like 30 different parts.
It's insane.
And you have to, you have to like really pay attention to understand the concept of the movie.
Those low-key the best movies, though, because it forces you to, like, pay attention, though.
Bro, it's not like, dude. It's just fun to see them like do what they're doing. Like, dude, like even him going to like the diner where it's like all the cars, and like, dude, like. Don't tell me you're there like, oh, that'd be fire if I went to that place right now.
That's what I'm saying. Like, but I feel like
They don't make them like that.
Wait, hold on. Martin Scorsese or Quentin Tarantino?
Quentin Tarantino.
Quentin Tarantino.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Martin Scorsese got hits though.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, how do you like? That's what I be thinking. How do these directors come up with like this vision of like, all right, I want it to be shot this way. I want like Inception. You ever seen Inception?
Yeah.
How the fuck do you come up with a movie like that? Like, oh, I want it to be edited like this. I want the wall to be dripping. I want them to be on top of the like. All right. Leonardo DiCaprio. Okay.
No, I mean, I was just thinking Leonardo.
I'm gonna say Leonardo DiCaprio or Tom Cruise.
Nah,
I don't think anyone's better than Leo.
Yeah.
All right, so who's better, Tom Cruise or Brad Pitt? Bro, that's a
That is a good question.
That's a valid question right there. But Leonardo DiCaprio is over both.
Yeah, he's
Ghost status.
What is it? He is the Great Gatsby for on, bro.
I think
Yo, that's one of my favorite movies
Tom
too.
Cruise is above him by this much. That's
You
how
think?
close those two are.
Dude, Brad Pitt and Inglourious Bastards, like, dude, that one scene where like they're getting the Nazis and like they're skinning their heads, like, bro, like, dude, even with the back coming out the tunnel, like.
Oh, the guy, he was like
the bear
he's
Jew.
like, I'm next to bat. Well, I forget what his name was, but yo.
Yeah. And then you just hear like the badge just like going back, boom, boom. And you just like hear the fear.
Right. He's like, who the fuck are you?
What's your favorite Tarantino movie?
Okay. I like Once Upon a Time in Hollywood just because that movie is crazy. Like, if you get all the references of that time that like the movie takes place in, W movie. Of course, Django Unchained.
Yeah.
I was gonna say
Django Unchained
I would say
is
Django.
tough, but Pulp Fiction, like that.
It's just different.
Hold on. I'm gonna take Pulp Fiction away. I'm gonna say Kill Bill Volume 1. Kill Bill Volume 1 is really one of them ones. Like, off the rip killing. Then the backstory.
It's got into a loophole of movies right now.
For real. I was gonna ask y'all, have y'all ever seen, I'm about to just name, you ever seen the movie Paid in Full?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, y'all some, alright, okay. Okay, you ever seen Juice? It's with Tupac and Omar Epps. Definitely gotta watch
Yeah, we
Juice.
gotta watch that one.
You ever seen Menace to Society?
Yes.
Have y'all? I'm talking about y'all. Y'all ever seen Menace to Society?
I don't think I have.
Yo, I'm about to give y'all the. Have y'all seen Friday? I know y'all definitely seen Friday.
Don't tell me you haven't seen Friday.
Y'all haven't seen Friday? Y'all haven't
Don't
seen
ask
any
me.
of the
You
3
asked me.
Fridays, bro?
Yeah.
Okay.
What?
Yeah.
Friday the 13th?
No, it's like, no, it's like, yo.
This
Yo.
scene, you know this scene, Luke?
After Luke, you have.
Oh yeah, like.
Bro, y'all gotta watch all 3, bro. I'm gonna make
make a list and
a list of black movies that y'all should watch, and y'all gonna be, bro, y'all lives would be changed. Y'all gonna be like, damn.
Make a list for the people, and we'll put it right here.
For every Albright student about the culture, y'all. For the culture.
You said the A word.
There's gonna be a lot of bleeps, bro.
That's alright.
Yo, how you think my first joint was? I remember I like did it the first like 2 minutes. And I was like,
We had to restart, right?
But I don't. But here's the thing, though. Here's what people don't know. People be thinking I'm him. Can we talk about that? Why do y'all call me him? Cause I'm not him. I'm really not that guy. I really am not that guy.
Everybody knows you. That's why.
Dude, I was gonna ask you a question, like, dude, like, over under, like, how many people do you think you dap up on like a given day? Like, is it over under like 150? Like,
oh, definitely under 150. I'll put under 150.
That's a 150 is a lot.
That's a lot of
That's
people.
what I'm
I'll get you
saying.
like 45.
Yeah, 45 to 50. I feel like
That's
that's
still
a
a good
good
amount.
That's still a lot
That's a
of
lot.
people,
Think
though.
about that.
Yeah, you show up to a basketball games like.
That's at least.
I think
Yeah, I'll just
I
be
think
like,
that's
bro.
That's at least
Day
2 an
too.
hour. That's at least 2 an hour.
Nah, it be coming in the shockwave of like 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Like, yo, what's good? I'm just chilling. Like, me and Tito really is just be ducked off. And yo, my brother Eli coming home soon.
Dr. Skeet.
But like, bro, we be ducked off and people will still find us, and it'd be like, yo, I'm just out the way. But I appreciate the love though, I really do, because everybody know that the love that they give me, I reciprocate back, because you never know who you're gonna meet. Can't sleep on everybody. You never know who you're gonna meet, and you just gotta give if people respect you, you gotta give them the respect they deserve.
Just like
back.
your roses, man.
All about respect.
yeah.
Just like the roses.
Yo, I'm just saying for the record, my mom raised me to be a wonderful man, you know. My mom raised me to be a good gentleman. My dad raised me pretty good, you know what I'm saying?
I think it all comes with respect though. It all comes with like at the end, because that's how I am too. Like I feel like I just naturally always been like a respectful dude. You know what I'm saying? I was always been like a social guy, so it's always been like just know the love I'm giving out. I don't expect it, but like I do, like yo, like you know I'm showing love, like you get me, like
Yeah, I would say, I don't know. I just want just for the people that's out there and they going through relationship stuff. Hey man, it's not the end all be all, brother. Woman and or male. It's not the end all be all. You feel me? Like y'all not together right now just because it's not the right time, not the right place. You know what I'm saying? Y'all gonna be grateful for like who y'all got, but like. For the birds sometimes, yeah. What did Yachty say? He's like, yeah, I don't really want to talk about women because when I get to thinking about them, I get really sad. He said something like that, like nah. But I mean, the roses is just because, like,
you gave out roses around campus one day. What was the like initial idea behind that, or like how did it even like pop in your head?
So the day before, I had posted something on Instagram. It was like from like you could press it and you could post it and you could see everybody else's story that posts under it. And I was like, you know, if you like if any girl that goes to undisclosed, if you like my story, I'll get you a rose tomorrow. And it was like, all right. So a couple girls liked my story, but then this one girl, she DM'd me. She was like, yo, I better get my flower tomorrow. So I'm like, all right, I gotta stand 10 toes on this one. So I'll end up buying like 20 roses. Then the 20 roses was gone like that in like 5 minutes. So I was like, yo, I'm about to just go to Wise, because also the supermarket flowers is just as good as a florist flowers. But you feel me?
Flowers, man.
Went to Wise, bought like 40 roses and was just handing them out.
Yeah.
But it's like, look, if you got a beautiful woman in her life, she deserves beautiful things. You feel me?
He's a poet.
For real. I messed up when I had a beautiful woman in my life. I didn't really buy her no flowers. But, you know, our relationship was stronger than the materialistic thing. You feel me?
Mm-hmm. Well said, man. Hey, that's a good note to end on. I mean,
For real.
unless you got any comments.
Hey man, if you're watching this right now, you made it through the video, like, comment, subscribe, share it, share it to everybody. And hey man, I'm proud of y'all. This is only the beginning. Look, just think about it. It's like how y'all see with me with like making music. It's only the beginning for y'all. Like this is it only goes up from here. Y'all invest it.
You get a shout out in the description too, man.
Oh.
Cause we gotta plug his music.
Yeah, we gotta plug that.
Yo, I'm not. EP coming in March.
Oh.
EP coming in March for sure.
What's the at? Can you give us that or?
Follow me on Instagram at notsnacks777. And look, we're gonna be making some content soon for sure.
Stay tuned.
Stay tuned.
Yeah. All right. You guys got any closing remarks? Are you good? All right. It's perfect then. Thank you for watching, and drop a like, subscribe if y'all want to see more, man.
This is take 2. Of course, I messed up on the first one, but feel me, when you rapping, you ain't gonna always get it the first try. Yeah, they like Snack you the flyest. Rapping on beats, I feel like I'm Midas. Hair on a Marion, but you can't touch. When I stepped in the booth, shit, I mean, when you stepped in the booth, we knew you was a bust. I left the booth steaming, you left it with a must. I'm a star of the team, feeling like I'm Gus Bus. I know girls be watching face, they be acting sus, like I'm trying to fuck, but maybe I'm trying to fuck. I can't fuck with Lil Baby, can't keep it on the hush. Call pretty ladies Ice Spice, cause I like to munch. Doty kick like Bruce Lee, roll with every punch. This shit is real life, no clout chasing stunts, for real. Snacky. For real. That's all I got. That's all I got. That's all I got. That's for the intro. That's for the intro. That's all I got. That's all I got. I said, let me come up with some quick shit. Give y'all some real exclusive bars.